Hey guys, Mooky here, and I'm back with another part of What If Izuku Was the Reincarnation of Noctis. This is part 10, and in the last part, they took care that Izuku explained the situation at the USJ, with All Might also telling both Izuku, Shoto, Kaminari, and Kirishima about All for One, and possibly him still being alive, with all four of them most likely all promise that they will take on All for One together as a team. With Izuku, however, telling All Might to make a promise to him to not die before he teaches Shoto how to use One for All. With that said, let's get into this. After what happened at the USJ, all the students at UA basically had one day off, mostly due to the state of the emergency of what happened. Even though it was settled, even though the issue was settled calmly and smoothly, they still needed to do this. With Izuku, Shoto, Kirishima, and Kaminari actually hanging out, but when they weren't hanging out, they actually went to a location that Izuku always went to when he went to train, outside of the city in the forest, where the four of them began training constantly. Where Izuku was training with Kirishima, helping out with his hardening quirk as well, as Kaminari was also working with Shoto, as Shoto was trying to get the hang of One for All throughout his body, trying to find a way to use it with his quirk, half fire, half code. Kaminari was nervous about fighting against Shoto, who is now the successor of One for All, but still, he wanted to help out his friend, even so. With the four of them finishing up training, as Izuku saying, "Man, you guys are really getting better. Even though I wasn't going all out, I can still tell you guys are getting stronger." As Kirishima says, "Well, it's thanks to you, man. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you." With Kaminari also saying, "Yeah, but to be honest, I didn't expect to have a free day training." As he say, "What about you, Todoroki?" As Shoto was still pondering, thinking, "Hey," as Izuku says, "Hey, Shoto, you alright, man?" As he snapped out of it, thinking, "Oh, sorry, did you guys saying something?" Kirishima soon says, still thinking about what All Might said yesterday, saying, "How can I not? I'm facing against somebody so evil that not even All Might can even beat, even though he thought he did. And yet I'm supposed to fight against him? What am I supposed to do?" As Izuku saying, "Just keep on training. You got the power, you got the strength, and you got the skill. Just keep focusing on mastering it. And we got your back as well, so you won't be doing it alone." As Kirishima said, "Yeah, man. If all of us were together, you'll become the best number one hero, but it'll also show how manly you are, and you'll also have us by your side, helping you out each and every way." With Shoto feeling less nervous, and also gives us a small smile, saying, "Thanks, guys. But if I'm gonna be honest, it's thanks to Midoriya that I'm able to use my left side now, use my flames, knowing that it's my power. But when it comes to One for All, every time I try using it, I feel like I might just explode. And even when I thought about using both at the same time, I feel like I'm going to cause something bad to happen. I don't know, well then, it's something you gotta ponder yourself. We may help you physically, But mentally, it's up to you, dude. Still, we're still by your side either way. As Izuku saying, well, I think that's enough training. We still got a little time, so you guys want to still hang out because I got plans tonight after all. As all three of them say, Uraka. Yep. As they all think, it's still awesome that Midori got a girlfriend, but with Shoto going up to him and saying, good luck, man. Hope you have a good time tonight. As Shoto leaves on his own saying, hey, Shoto, you're just leaving? I got some things I need to think over. I'll catch you later, guys. With the three of them pondering, thinking, this must be really weighing on his mind. With Kaminari speaking out saying, well, I can't really blame him. Not only that we found out something crazy, he finds out that he has to fight against somebody so evil. He's been around for years and yet none of us have noticed. It's honestly terrifying in a way. That's why he's not the only one who needs to get stronger. We all need to get stronger too. We're not going to let Shoto fight on his own. Right, you guys? As they said, right. With that, they all leave. As Izuku goes on his date with Ochako. As they go to see a movie a little bit. After that, Izuku bought some crepes for the both of them after all. And then the night ended. As Izuku was about to see Ochako off, she asked, is there something that you're hiding from me? As saying, wait, what makes you think that the way that you were acting? I know you were once Noctis, and I was once Luna, but we're not them anymore. We're us. You're Izuku Midoriya, and I'm Ochako Uraka. So you don't have to feel like you're a king anymore. You don't have to take on the world's problems all by yourself. Don't do what I did to help you. As Izuku saying, Ochako. As he turns around and kisses her, as he's saying, I promise I won't be keeping any more secrets. I just want to tell you that you got nothing to worry about. I will no longer keep any secrets. I promise. And at that, she smiles, saying, good. As they both separate from each other. And the next day, everyone would arrive back at UA, with the day going on just as usual. As Izuku walks into the class, he sees Kaminari, Kirishima, and Shoto, as they all greet their friend as usual. As he greets them back, and Ochako also greeting Izuku as well, with a hug, as he hugs her back. With that, Ida was about to mention to Izuku that class is about to start, as he's saying, oh, I know, and said that, and is already about to take a seat, and tells everyone else to do the same. With their teacher coming in being Aizawa, who isn't really bandaged up that much. Maybe a couple bandages here and there, but not completely in a cast like in canon. As he explains what they're going to be doing today, and also has an announcement for them that's really important. With everyone in the class began feeling dread, as he's saying that the sports festival is coming up, and you all need to prepare. With everyone getting hyped and psyched, with him activating his quirk, and everyone soon calming down. As Izuku raised his hand, as Aizawa was saying, yes, Midoriya, is it right to have the sports festival now after what happened 2 days ago? I mean, is that even smart, Mr. Aizawa? As even Momo expressed her complaints as well, thinking that something like that isn't right after what just happened. As Aizawa was saying, it's true. It's after what happened at the USJ, it's understandable that some people would feel this way. However, we can't let a little scare at the USJ make us believe that we cannot handle ourselves. Even so, we are now more prepared like we were. We'll have a couple of heroes keeping patrols outside, and not only that, some police officers will also be patrolling nearing the school as well, making sure that nothing happens. Other than that, the sports festival is too important for us to cancel, especially for all of you. As he goes into details explaining that the sports festival is the only time for you to be scouted out by pros and agencies. For that, you all can become sidekicks and think about your futures right after you graduate. With Jiro explaining, saying, well, some people get their starts as sidekicks, but they don't grow after that. Some stay sidekicks forever. With Izuku saying, even with them getting the shot, some of them don't even believe that they're hero material and just sidekick material instead. With Aizawa saying, even so, it's still the best chance you'll get if you want to become pro heroes after all. And that's soon after President Mike enters the room saying, I think that's enough for now, Aizawa. It's time for English. Aizawa soon saying, yeah, I'm done anyway, and heads out of the classroom. After that, it's now time for a couple periods later, it's now time for lunch, as everyone is now psyched as Kirishima and Kaminari walk up to Izuku saying, so, are you hyped for the sports festival too, Midoriya? As Kaminari says this, with Izuku saying, somewhat. I was always a fan of the sports festival before, mostly because I enjoyed seeing other people's quirks, but when it came to hero potential, I didn't really see it. Well, except last year though, as he saw somebody with blonde hair during the second year's event of the UA Sports Festival, making quite an appearance after all. As he looks at Shoto and saying, what about you, Shoto? You hyped? Saying, yeah, but as he feels a little bit nervous, as Izuku saying, what's got you down this time, bro? Don't tell me it's about what happened yesterday. As saying, no, it's not that. It's just something else. As he soon after, that all four of them began feeling such a murderous intent as they all look at the back entrance of their classroom as they see Ochako, Izuku's girlfriend, getting that of a menacing look on her face. As Kaminari goes to Izuku saying, hey Izuku, what's with your girlfriend? As he's saying, I have no idea. Trust me. As she soon screams out, I'm going to do my best. I'm going to give it my all in the sports festival. I promise. As everyone hears this and believes that she's hyped, that she is trying to pump herself up. As Izuku hears this and smiles, saying, that's the spirit, Ochako. Give it everything you got. As both of them scream out. As everyone in the class saying, they really are close as a couple. Even me saying, it's so adorable. As soon after, even Mineta was about to say something thinking that they could, as Suyu slaps the hell out of him. Soon after, as they were about to leave, they see a group of people outside, with wondering who are they, as they realize, as Bakugo saying, you idiots, they're all here to scope out the competition for the sports festival. When you expect that? As he walks up nearing the door, saying, move it, extras. As Izuku sighs, with Ida saying, you can't just call people extras just because you don't know their name. That's so rude. As soon after, a boy with spiky red hair and a hat with bags under his eyes saying, my apologies. I only came up here to see how you guys are, as everyone else did as well. But you shouldn't be so rude just because you think that you're hot shit after all. As Baku's saying, what was that? As Izuku looks at who said that, his eyes began widening as he looks at the boy with a plain face, but has a smile, even though he looks like he hasn't had much sleep. It reminds him of somebody that made his life a living hell. As he soon clenches his fist, and then as Kirishima and Kaminari and even Shoto notice this, even Ochako also noticed with Ida too, as they wonder what's wrong with Izuku, as he soon says, "Arden, you bastard, you were also reincarnated too." As soon after, the boy with the red hairs and the hat soon looks at Izuku and says, so you really are here, boy, as to be expected, Noctis." As the two look at each other with that of glares of intense pressure, as even those who are in the hallway can sense this as well, and everyone even in class. As he says, "Well, I should introduce myself. I am Hitoshi Shinso. It's a pleasure, and I'm from Class 1C. It's a pleasure to meet you all, heroes of Class 1A." As Izuku doesn't stop glaring, as he's never felt this much hatred for someone before until now, meeting the very person in his past life that made that life nothing but a living hell for him and the people he loved. Not only that, he was also the one who killed the woman he loved as well, which was unforgivable. As all three of his friends, even his girlfriend, see Izuku with a menacing look, as Shoto, who's never seen his friend, the one person that helped him in this way before, asks him, "Hey, Izuku, I think we should go. Don't you think?" As Izuku saying, "Yeah, sure, Shoto." As there he walks, as all the rest soon follow him as well. As Shinso soon smiles, saying, "Even though you look different, you remember me entirely, as I remember you as well, Noctis." And that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please tell me what you guys think in the comments below. I would love to hear them. And sorry if the video seems pretty short. I'm kind of busy right now, so I didn't have time to make the script longer. Alright, hope you enjoy. Please leave a comment below and tell me what you guys think. And also like and subscribe, which helps on my channel a lot. Alright, this is Mooky, signing out. Later.